There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Has a look and plays it forward. Cruyff. He is through here!
Oh, great feat, that.
Cruyff. And this is Kuyt.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Rui Costa. And here's Kuyt. And he welcomes it in. Tries a measured ball. Delivers the ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Ernest. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Rui Costa. Now it's Pelé. Both sides exercising caution for now. Gullit. Ernest. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's gone backward here. Can he finish? And got to be quick to recover this.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Conte. Rui Costa. South Korea yet to have an attempt on goal. And he's managed to get free. That's been cut out, well played. Rummenigge going after that. Conte. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Spread out to the left. And here's Van Basten. Lovely, now then. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Paris Saint-Germain are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, he's all alone. Tries a shot. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Kuyt crosses.
South Korea are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pass is just off target. Some resolute defending there. It's a good spell of possession, this. Now there's a fine ball. Half an hour played now. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Drogba. Oh, good-looking ball. Gullit. It's a goal kick. Van Basten. And this is Drogba. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Vieira wins the duel this time. Now it's Pelé. Throw it.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Drogba, good driving run. Looking for options for movement. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Threads one in. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Thuram. Drogba. That's the keeper's ball. Pele. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. South Korea trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Changement.
And we get things going again.
South Korea really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on it.
Tries one from range! Hits off target and by quite a way.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it. Paris Saint-Germain definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out towards the right wing. And he cuts out the supply. Dani Olmo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Schneider.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rummenigge. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here.
Drogba really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gullit. Hoeneß. Here's Vieira. Rummenigge. And here's Drogba. Drogba! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Very nicely done. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Looking for the run. He can run onto that. Chance here to counter.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation.
Can he finish? Well taken goal. And this is getting better and better.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but...
And the finish! And he couldn't quite find the target.
Well, that was the one I actually thought he was going to produce. It's a good effort keeping it down like that.
Lee Kang-in. And it's Drogba. That's a cute ball. Now that's well seen too. Lee Kang-in. Kaut. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, no joy this time. Ernest. And it's Van Basten. Van Basten. Lee Kang-in. And it's Olmo. A heavy challenge. Now it's Puskás. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. South Korea have it back and can go again.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, played right into his path. He's got away, and Hullet! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! It's all becoming so easy. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer